They say peace is not found by controlling your life, but by letting go of the need to control it. In a world where everyone is busy chasing something, success, love, perfection, approval, we've forgotten one of life's greatest lessons. That freedom doesn't come from holding on. It comes from letting go. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop trying to force things to be a certain way. It means you allow life to flow as it's meant to, not as you wish it to. This is the art of letting go, a teaching rooted deeply in Buddhist wisdom, a wisdom that shows us how release leads to peace and how surrender leads to true strength. Buddha once said, "You only lose what you cling to." And if you look deeply, you'll see how true that is. The root of suffering, attachment. Every pain you've ever felt, whether it's heartbreak, disappointment, or loss, comes from one root, attachment. We cling to people because we fear loneliness. We cling to memories because we fear forgetting. We cling to identities because we fear change. But the truth is, everything in this world changes. Everything. The people you love, the things you own, the feelings you have, nothing stays the same. This is what the Buddha called anicca, the law of impermanence. It's not meant to be sad. It's meant to awaken you. When you realize that everything changes, you stop trying to make things last forever. You start to appreciate them while they're here. Imagine holding water in your hand. The tighter you grip it, the faster it slips away. But if you open your palm, the water stays for a while, peacefully. That's how life works. When you loosen your grip, peace stays. When you stop clinging, life flows. The illusion of control. Most of us live under an illusion. The illusion that we can control everything. We want things to go exactly as we planned. We want people to act exactly as we expect. We want life to obey our desires. But life doesn't work that way. And the harder you try to control everything, the more frustrated, anxious, and drained you become. You cannot control the waves of the ocean, but you can learn how to surf. You cannot control the wind, but you can adjust your sails. Letting go means trusting the rhythm of life. It means believing that even if you can't see it right now, things are unfolding for your growth, not against it. Sometimes, not getting what you want is the universe's way of protecting you. Sometimes, the door that closed was never meant to lead you where your soul was destined to go. When you let go of the illusion of control, you make room for peace, the kind that doesn't depend on outcomes. Letting go of the past. How many times do we replay old memories in our mind, wishing we had said something different, done something better, or taken another path? We live in the past, not realizing it's like trying to chase smoke. No matter how hard you try, you can't hold it. Buddhism teaches that the past is only a memory, a shadow that lives in your mind, not in reality. When you hold on to it, you're carrying weight that keeps you from moving forward. The past was a lesson, not a life sentence. Letting go doesn't mean erasing your history. It means accepting it, understanding that every mistake, every heartbreak, every failure shaped the person you are today. So instead of saying, "Why did this happen to me?" try saying, "What is this teaching me?" Because once you learn the lesson, you no longer need to carry the pain. Letting go of people. This is perhaps the hardest one, letting go of people. We meet people who feel like home, people who make our hearts feel alive. And sometimes, those same people drift away. Not because they stopped caring, but because their chapter in your story has ended. Buddha said, in the end, only 3 things matter: how much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of things not meant for you. Letting go of someone doesn't mean you stop loving them. It means you love them enough to release them. You wish them peace, even if their path no longer includes you. Remember, some people come into your life to awaken you, some to test you, and some to teach you how to let go. When you release what isn't meant for you, you make space for what is. Letting go of expectations. Expectations are silent traps. We expect people to understand us. We expect life to reward us for our efforts. We expect things to go as planned. And when they don't, we feel hurt, angry, or lost. But as Buddha taught, peace comes when expectations end. The world doesn't owe you anything. People don't exist to fulfill your plans. When you stop expecting, you start appreciating. Instead of thinking, "Why didn't this happen?" try asking, "What can I learn from this moment as it is?" Life becomes lighter when you release the weight of expectation, Because when nothing is expected, everything feels like a gift. Letting go of the ego. Ego says, I am what I have. I am what others think of me. But when you live that way, you're constantly afraid of losing your image, your status, your possessions. Buddhism teaches that the ego is an illusion, a mask that hides your true self. When you cling to that mask, you suffer. Letting go of ego means realizing you are not your job, you are not your appearance, you are not your past or your achievements. You are the consciousness behind it all, silent, aware, unchanging. When you let go of who you think you should be, you become who you truly are, peaceful, pure, and free. The power that comes from letting go. Letting go may seem like weakness, but it's the opposite. It takes great strength to release what your heart still wants, but your soul has outgrown. When you let go, you're not running away. You're rising above. You're saying, I trust the flow of life more than my fear of change. The lotus flower, one of Buddhism's greatest symbols, blooms beautifully from the mud. It teaches us that peace doesn't come from avoiding pain, but from growing through it. Similarly, when you let go, you grow, you transform, you rise. Every ending carries a new beginning inside it, but you'll never see it if your hands are still clinging to the old. Remember, you can't receive what's meant for you if you're holding on to what's not. Practicing the art of letting go. Letting go isn't something you do once. It's a daily practice, a gentle choice you make every moment. Here are a few simple Buddhist-inspired practices to begin. 1. Observe without judgment. When emotions rise, don't fight them. Just breathe and watch them pass, like clouds moving across the sky. What you observe without resisting eventually dissolves. 2. Practice gratitude. Be thankful for what was, even if it's gone. Gratitude turns pain into wisdom and endings into new beginnings. 3. Meditate. Each breath is a reminder of impermanence. When you breathe in, you receive. When you breathe out, you release. That's life, a rhythm of letting go and receiving again. 4. Trust the flow. Life knows what it's doing. When something leaves, it's creating space for something better. When something ends, it's guiding you toward a new chapter. The more you trust, the more peace you'll feel. The freedom beyond attachment. There is a Buddhist story about a monk who was crossing a river with another traveler. The monk carried the man across on his back. Once they reached the other side, the monk continued walking peacefully, but the traveler kept complaining. My clothes are wet, my feet hurt, that river was terrible. The monk smiled and said, I put the man down hours ago. Why are you still carrying him? That's how most of us live, still carrying people, grudges, regrets, and pain that we should have put down long ago. Letting go means putting down the emotional baggage. It means saying, I choose peace over pain. I choose freedom over fear. The essence of true power. Real power is calm. It doesn't come from control, domination, or force. It comes from balance, from knowing that no matter what happens, you'll be okay. When you master the art of letting go, nothing can disturb your inner peace. You stop being a prisoner of emotions and start becoming their observer. You realize that you can't control the outside world, but you can always control how you respond to it. That is true freedom. That is true power. Closing message. So if you're holding on to something, a memory, a person, a dream that didn't work out, take a deep breath. Exhale and whisper to yourself, I release. You're not losing anything by letting go. You're simply making space for peace, for growth, for miracles to enter. Remember, everything that's meant for you will never require you to chase or beg. It will flow effortlessly into your life when you're ready to receive it. Letting go isn't the end of your story. It's the beginning of your peace. So today and every day after this, choose peace over attachment. Choose flow over control. Choose to let go. Because the art of letting go is the secret to a powerful, peaceful, and truly awakened life.